100 years ago, two bicycle mechanics changed the world. In their shop, they built, repaired, and sold bicycles. Yet they were curious and creative about other methods of transportation as well. Recently, they had become specially interested in flying machines. When they were children, their father had given them a small toy that could lift itself into the air. Their serious study and work began in 1896, when, as adults, they read about the experiments of others in the field of flying and studied flight paths of birds. The Wright brothers built gliders at first, using only nature's power, but they wanted to do more, go farther, fly higher, and control the machine. They wanted to build a power-driven, heavier-than-air, controlled-by-man flying machine. They read, they thought, they experimented. Slowly, Wilbur and Orville Wright began to understand the elements of flight, and so they continued to experiment and study until one fine day, all their knowledge came together. Now, let's go to the beach at Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. It's early in the morning, December 17th, 1903. Wilbur and Orville Wright, spare and lean as wood shavings, lie on unyielding cots in a shack that has little to offer for shelter. They have lived here for about 2.5 months while preparing their flying machine for its journey. This is their 4th trip to Kitty Hawk. They first practiced with 3 gliders, but now with a motor-powered machine.
Are you awake, Wilbur?
No chance of sleeping with that wind howling outside.
I know, and it's a cold wind too. I can feel it coming through the cracks in the wall. It seems much stronger than the summer winds we've experienced.
Guess we've got the suitable wind that stranger spoke about yesterday.
I think he probably meant that 75 miles per hour gale that came through here a week ago. Guess he's like most folks who think all we need is wind to get the flyer off the ground.
At least he didn't say, if you were meant to fly, God would have given you wings. Remember when that happened?
The wind, Wilbur. I'm concerned. What do you think its rate of velocity is?
Hard to say, but it's brisk. Maybe if we wait a while, the wind will die down to suit our needs. Meantime, we can throw some more wood in the stove and cook some breakfast.
And since I'm the cook, I guess I'd better get started. Still, I'd rather fly than eat.
You'll get a chance to do both before the day is out, Orville. I'm sure of it. Good breakfast, Orville. Your oatmeal didn't have too many lumps this time.
Or else you're getting used to them. How about a little more coffee?
Just half a cup. Does it seem to you that the wind has died down at all?
Not much. I think we have to make a decision soon. If we want to fly today, we've got a lot to do to get ready. Lay out the track, hang the signal for the men at the life-saving station.
Wonder if they'll come and watch us.
They came Monday, didn't they?
Yes, we've got nothing much to see for their trouble.
Then we better ask them to come back because we are going to fly today, Wilbur.
Who said so?
You did.
And about time you listened to me. Seriously, what really surprises me is why flying hasn't happened before. We've talked about it so many times. Look how long people have been staring at the heavens, waiting to imitate the birds, wanting to fly just like them.
Know why it hasn't happened? All those experimenters before us got the data wrong. How many times did we find numbers that weren't right?
Like those air pressure tables we discovered a couple of years ago. Those tables were just plain flat out wrong. If we hadn't finally noticed...
We had to start from scratch and do our own figuring as a result. Maybe nobody's flown yet because nobody bothered to check the data that was available.
Until we did. It was pretty brash of us to do it, though. After all, the man who wrote out the tables is in charge of that museum down in Washington. But it was fun to figure out something nobody else had thought of before. Come on now, Orville, admit it. It was fun when we straightened out the air pressure tables and got them right.
Yep, that was fun.
And when the flyer gets off the ground this morning, that's going to be the most fun of all.
Got any doubts, Wilbur? Any doubts at all?
Not a one. How about you?
Never did.
I think the wind is letting up now. About time we got started. Just look at that sky. As those clouds, it's amazing. Ignore the sand. Orville, it's a fine day to fly.
And it's my turn, in case you don't remember. We flipped a coin and you got to fly on Monday.
3.5 seconds is all, Orville. That hardly counts. But you go first today, I know that. Now, let's get the track laid over there on that smooth stretch of sand.
Let me raise the signal flag for the boys at the life-saving station first. They just might get here in time to give us a hand.
Good thinking. I'll start hauling stuff out of the shed.
Better wait till the last minute to take the flyer out, though. That wind could give us trouble.
We should have thought of a different name for the machine.
Why? Flyer fits it perfectly. All we wanted to do is fly.
But maybe something fancier would have been easier for folks to remember in the future.
No, I don't think so, Wilbur. We've been calling it Flyer all along. No point in changing its name now.
Of course, you're right. Smart, too. I hear you take after your older brother.
Which one? I've got 3 of them.
You've got me there, Orville. Grab that end of the track and start lifting.
Bring it over this way.
Take it off to the left. Got it?
There, that's good. That should do it, I think.
Well, I believe we've thought of everything. The machine looks good. The track is nice and straight. No bumps that I can see.
I think I'll just go inside and warm up a bit before we get started. Never figured on it getting this cold.
Don't forget, it is December.
One consolation about that, don't have to worry about any pesky mosquitoes and black flies. That first summer I thought they were going to bite right through our socks and underwear.
You know, a week from tomorrow is Christmas. I'd like to wind up things here so that we can go back to Dayton with the family for the holidays.
We'll make it, especially if we fly today. Boy, the fire feels good. Smells good too. Was using the carbide can for a stove. Your idea or mine?
I don't remember. I think our ideas have always sort of run together, just like our bank account. If anybody ever asks us, it's going to be hard to say who invented what on our motor-powered flying machine.
Say, I think I hear folks outside. Some of the fellows from the life-saving station must have seen the flag and want to watch us try again.
The folks that live around here don't seem inclined to attend, though. They didn't come on Monday, and it doesn't look like any of them are coming today.
So far, we haven't done anything worth watching. I guess we have to fly first, Wilbur.
I got a feeling that's about to happen. Come on, January's a cruel month. Let's fly before December gets away from us. Say, let's remember to send Pa a telegram if we succeed.
Good idea. Let's go. Hi, folks. Glad you could spare some time from the life-saving station. We're about ready to try the flyer again. If anybody wants to help, grab hold of the wings and hold her down until we're set. Oh, say, Mr. Daniels, would you stand by the camera there on that tripod and click it when the machine reaches the end of the track? My brother and I would appreciate it.
Orville, time to go. I can't hold this wing down much longer. Climb aboard. There. Looks like you're all set.
We've got our wind all right. It wants to do all the work.
Keep control now, Orville. And let the wind help you, especially when you land.
All right. I'm starting the motor now to let it heat up for a few seconds. Hang on.
Let me know when you're ready.
Gotta start now, Wilbur. The machine won't hold still any longer.
I'll run beside you as long as I can keep up. Hang on to your cap so it doesn't get tangled up in the wings.
I'm releasing the wire that holds the flyer to the track. Here we go. We're moving forward. It feels good. Steady, real steady.
But you're not moving very fast. What's wrong?
The headwind's kicked up. Can't believe it got so strong. Come on, let's go. Faster, let's go faster now. There, we're picking up speed. Here we go. This is wonderful. The wind on my face never felt so good.
Here comes the end of the track. Here it comes, and there you go, Orville. You're off the ground. You're flying, Orville. You're flying. You're really flying. Orville, can you hear me? You're flying.
I can't believe that I'm off the the ground. I'm in the air and the flyer is doing it. No, I'm doing it too. All that work, all those hours, and now it's happening. Did Mr. Daniels take the picture? Where's Wilbur? He should be here too. How far have I gone? Oh no, I can't control the front rudder. We should have worked harder on it. It's making me turn too much. The flyer's turning too much. It's going down, down, but I'm still in control. I can't let the flyer take over now. Here we go back down to earth. Ah, that's good, that's nice. The wind is helping me land and the machine is alright, and I am too, because I have flown in the air like a bird. Not far, not long, but enough for now.
Orville, you flew for 12 whole seconds. Look, I clocked it.
How far did I go? How far? Tell me.
Don't know yet till I figure it out, but oh, my, you flew right off, Orville. I think our pa is going to be mighty proud of you.
Proud of both of us, Wilbur. Today, the Wright brothers flew the first powered machine into the air. Say, I've forgotten. What day is this?
It's Thursday, December 17th, 1903, Orville. One fine day for flying.
The flyer actually flew 120 feet on that first flight, and it flew 3 more times that day. Then a sudden gust of wind sent the flying machine careening over and over on the sand, and it was damaged to the point that it did not fly again, ever. But the Wright brothers were satisfied with the results of the day and began to think of how they could improve the machine. Later, they walked 4 miles to the Kitty Hawk weather station to send a telegram to their father. As they walked, they quietly and surely stepped into history.